Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just going to go through the crop progress report. There's a couple of different ones and the quarterly stocks report. So first off, I'm going to maybe touch on just where we were as of it got released at September 25th or 26th. The Alberta crop progress, and you can see all crops September 23rd because it's a little bit backdated. It's government, so it works very slow. And the same thing with all the other reports as well. But 78.4% crops all have been harvested in Alberta. Spring wheat is basically complete. Canola was at 82%, and again, that's backdating it a whole week as well. So here's the crop progress report for the corn and soybeans are probably more important. 18% harvested. Trade was thinking it was going to be closer to 20, and soybeans are 19% harvested. And again, right on pace. But the other part that I'll probably point out is, the winter wheat, 34% planted, and just wondering what kind of acres are going to get planted there. You can see maybe some people out there still drilling in some wheat, but I'm suspecting that it's not going to be as many acres for the fact that where the prices are, it's pretty depressed. So Karen Brunn also just published the expectations. So here's the trade predictions is here. Is it going to be higher or lower? I guess that will be wait to be seen. That these are the expectations anyway, and how it might push the market. Russian wheat exports prices continue for the second week in a row. That's favorable as the pace of exports even out of Canada and U.S. has been pretty good as well, especially with these low prices. India is on its second year of above average monsoon, and that's good for crops. So if we're thinking peas and stuff like that, the crops there, pretty important to maybe pay attention to. Here's just a little bit of a clip from CTV.
Being aware of what's going on in the other jurisdictions, but very much focused on the Canadian federal context. And having an increasing debt to GDP ratio over the next 5 years is considerable cause for concern. If for no other reason, as you point out, it has been probably, I would say, the most important mainstay anchor for federal budgetary targets over the past 30 years. And certainly looking at the people that lend money to the country, it's one of the
and there was a little bit more there, but it just went blank. I apologize, but he was just talking about how the debt is increasing, and there's you really have to watch this federal government there. They got a spending pace that might outstrip, and some were saying that's investment. Man, you can think about how farms are investing as well, and it definitely has to slow down when the money's not coming in. So anyway. You can see how this is basically there's showers, and but what it's doing is actually looks like it's pumping in a little bit into Manitoba in the next week here. You see fog probably more than likely there, slow showers coming through, and you can see this band that was kind of highlighted in that Omega block. Here's your weather coming through, and just afternoon showers, I would say, just about in every case. But once we get it over into the second week in October, you can see the bands of showers starting to hit the prairies, southern prairies. Here's your humidex, and we're looking for the yellow hues, of course. And there's some obviously rains, but it still looks like we're backed up with a little bit of open possibilities to be able to get some harvest done. South America. You're looking at the bullseye there, probably, where planting progress is going to be started. So again, bulk of the soybeans get planted in that area. So what you're keying in on is Brazil and Argentina as well, but Brazil planting and harvest. When will it come in? It's a majority of it, and it's it's interesting to see where some of these line up. Canola is not trading. It's Truth and Reconciliation Day, so you might as well say that's not even a trade, but it did trade down and closed $9.40 lower. Rapeseed is up $2.75 at 468. Soybean oil is basically flat, but trading green at the moment at 49.82. Crude oil is down a half a buck at 62.99. Soybeans down 2 3/4 cents, and wheats are just slightly down, basically unchanged. Just have a quick look. This is what it traded yesterday. This is currently not a trade, or not currently trading today. You'll start trading back at 7 o'clock tonight, Central. Your European rapeseed is green today, and this has been very well respected on how it's closing, closing above that 200-day moving average. And it almost looks like this could be leaking a little bit lower, or challenging the lows that are currently getting made here. That's for sure. Crude palm oil still looks supported. There's some analysts talking about getting back to the 500 or 5,000 ringgit. Now, will it happen? Canadian dollar pretty well respecting this 72.2 kind of area, and looks like we're bouncing off of it in another wave. Have a look at wheat, just a longer term, but you can see how long we've been basically bouncing off the bottom on spring wheat. Not quite as the same length of time on Kansas, but look for the possible postseason bump that we're going to see, especially as September kind of rolls off, and then we'll start seeing, basically planting season starting here as well. And good exports are still about us as well. Chicago, a little longer, basically going sideways here. And your French milling wheat is right back at the bottom again. And here we are with corn, basically chopping sideways, really doing not a whole lot of anything, but is currently trading in getting towards that 61.8 retracement value. That's all I have for you today.